Hello everyone, welcome to this information video which is brought to you by tickexams. In this video, we are going to understand what is EWS certificate and what are the advantages of EWS certificate. In this video, we will get to know what is EWS, benefits of EWS certificate, who is eligible to get EWS certificate, the procedure and the validity of EWS certificate. EWS means economically weaker section. This in India is a subcategory wherein the candidates who do not belong to any reserved categories and whose family income is less than 8 lakhs will get EWS certificate. To check whether the caste comes under OBC or not, one has to visit this website. We have also provided this link in our description box. Please go and check our description box and check whether the caste belongs to central list or not. Now, for example, if a candidate belongs to Muslims, then they have to check whether their caste belongs to central list or not. When they click on that link and come to the website, there again in India, each state wise the caste list is given. So for example, we have opened the link for Karnataka. So in Karnataka, among Muslims, there are some categories which belong to OBC. Okay. So for example, Chapparban, then Garudi, Garudiga, there are some categories who comes under OBC list of central caste list. So the general Muslims, like for example, Nawai, Patan, Sayyid, all these castes do not come under OBC list, which means they are eligible to try for EWS certificate provided their economic conditions meet the criteria. Now, what are the benefits of EWS? EWS category candidates get 10% reservation in government jobs as well as educational institutions. There is a huge advantage in various competitive examinations like NTPC, NEET and various other central government examinations also. Now, the validity of EWS certificate will be the current financial year, which means from April 1st to March 31st of each year will be the validity of this EWS certificate. Now, for example, let me show you how this can prove to be a great advantage for those candidates who belong to EWS. This is the result of last year NTPC examination. So NTPC 2020-21 cutoff marks, as you can see, the general candidate, the cutoff was 132. For OBC, the cutoff was 110. SC, it was 92. And for ST, it was 89. But for EWS category, the cutoff was 81, which means those students who had EWS certificate, even if they had scored 81, they would have got cleared the NTPC and they qualified for this NTPC scholarships. Now, what is the eligibility criteria for this to get the EWS certificate? The first and foremost thing is the family income should be below 8 lakhs Indian rupees, or it depends on some states. For example, in Karnataka, the family income, the upper limit is rupees 8 lakhs per annum. But for Kerala, it could be 4 lakhs. So it depends on each state. So before applying, please check the respective state along with according to your state, you can apply. Next, the family owned agriculture land should be less than 5 acres, which means the family should not have agriculture land more than 5 acres. Now, the applicant family should not possess a residential plot of 200 square yards or 1800 square feet or more in town municipalities. And they should not have 100 square yards or 900 square feet in city municipalities. Now, what is the procedure to get the EWS certificate? So in this slide, we'll try to understand this. So for example, the first thing it should be done is to get a family tree done. So family tree, when we say, it is called as Vamsha Vriksha in Kannada, and it is also called as succession certificate. Okay. So what we should do, that certificate will have the complete details of the candidate's name, their siblings' name, parents' name, the grandparents' name, and maternal uncles, all those things. Then sorry, father side, the paternal uncles, all those details will be there. The family details will be there. That they should get first, and that should be attested. The family tree attestation should be done with the respective taluk office or BBMP office or the corresponding tehsil offices. Now, the next step is, once you get the family tree done, then the candidate has to purchase a 20 rupees stamp paper and then get a affidavit done. The affidavit should be stating that your family meets all the eligibility criteria we discussed above. For example, the eligibility criteria means the family income should be below 8 lakhs, it doesn't have more than 5 acres land. All those criteria should be mentioned in the affidavit, and that should be done from the notary. Then along with that, you have to give those basic documents like Aadhaar card, ration card, and voter ID of parents, plus study certificate of the students in case if it is for student. In case it is not for a student, and then you may have to give that form 16 from the income tax department also. Now, all these documents together should be submitted to the Sakala counter, which will be present in taluk offices or tehsil offices or BBMP or Nada Kacheri, it is called as. So each state has their own structure. So the concerned offices, all these documents should be submitted. Then once it is submitted, then the working days are again depends on the state again. It could vary from 21 days to 40 days. So you will get the document. Now, in this slide, I am going to show you the sample document in Kannada. Okay, this is for Karnataka. So, for example, this is a family tree. For example, this student has applied for this EWS certificate. So, student details, their siblings details, then parents details, then grandparents details. All these details will be mentioned, and then it will be attested. Okay, so this is the first condition. Then affidavit will be given on 20 rupees stamp paper, where the declaration will be given that the family does not have all these things, like it meets all the eligibility criteria. That needs to be mentioned, and it is to be given on 20 rupees stamp paper, and that notarized, it should be done as a notary. So it should be done from the notary. So this is the next step. Now, once you have done all these things, and when you submit, you will get a certificate like this. The certificate will be mentioned as income and asset certificate to be produced by economically weaker section. So the certificate name will be income and asset certificate to be produced by economically weaker sections. Okay. So this certificate, this is the final certificate which a candidate has to produce whenever required during, for example, any central government examination or competitive examination, as I said. So this needs to be given, and it will be mentioned as for the financial year, the present financial year. For example, here it is for 2020 and 2021. So that will be mentioned on the certificate, which means every year the candidate has to renew this application, renew this certificate. Okay. So this will be useful for the present financial year. So I hope this video is useful to you. This video is brought to you by Tick Examinations. So also, which are your talent? Then we request you all to download our app and get connected with us. Tick Exams is an affordable app which will help you get trained on various central government examinations, state level PSC examinations, and so on. There you can get affordable training. Industry experts and experts across the country will be giving training at very affordable cost. So I request you to download this app, Tick Exams app, and stay connected with us for more information. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was helpful to you.